All right, so today we're going to talk about reading and writing numbers with symbols and words. Symbols are simply the numbers that we see. Those are the symbols, okay? The words are how we spell or write out the number, okay? So this is something that we've done on our morning work since the beginning of the school year. Again, nothing new here. But this is a nice sheet for practice of how to write those words. So if you look at these, one thing that we should notice is the TY words. Remember we talked about those, how when you write like 42 or 23, when you have that TY, remember you have to have that hyphen in the middle, and we'll talk about that in just a minute. But on here, you have all your numbers spelled out for you. So it's a nice guide. It's in your book on the page that we are going to talk about in a few minutes. So you'll have that to refer to when spelling a word. So if I want to write 538, there it is, in symbols, I would write it like this, 538. So there's the symbols. And we would read these symbols as 538. This is how we would write it in words. Again, we did this on our morning work every morning, so nothing new on this page, but we're going to talk about it just so we can review. So on here, we have some guided practice here. We're supposed to read the number and write the number. So first of all, we need to read this number. I want you to read this number. You should have said 38. Now, how do we write 38? Well, we look at this first part, 30. That means there's 3 tens there. So that means in our tens place, we're going to write a 3. 8. That's a single digit, so that means it's going to be in the ones place. So we should have 38 written there. This one over here says 121. There's that hyphen again, because we have that TY word. All right, 100, so we have a 3-digit number here. So there's the hundreds place. 20 means we have 2 tens. And 1 means we have 1 in the ones place. Okay? Again, morning work, morning work, morning work. Okay? You guys did this almost every day. All right? Except on Fridays. We got to color. You guys did a good job earning that. So what we're going to do is, yes, found the right page. 321. I have too many tabs open apparently. We're going to do 321. You're going to see these cute little animals. Those are actually bracelets. For those of you that remember or might have had those, probably not the boys, but the girls, I'm sure you had some of those stretchy bracelets. Well, unfortunately, I have them in my prize box. Hopefully we get back to school so we can earn some of those prizes. So what we're going to do on page 321 is we're looking at basically a hundreds chart. But this hundreds chart doesn't start with 1. It starts with 101 and goes to 200. They just moved us up a notch. Okay? What they want you to do is they want you to fill in these empty spaces. All right? And you can color the numbers yellow. If you count by, I can't read it on my page. If you count from numbers 101 to 150, you're going to color those yellow. And the numbers 151 to 200, you're going to color those green. That's totally up to you. If you want to do that, go for it. You don't have to color them, but I would like you to fill in these missing spots. All right? That's all they have you do on that page. All right, let's go to the next page. There's that chart that I was talking about earlier. All right? I know you probably can't see it very well because there's a glare on the board here, but this is the chart. You should be on page 322. And in that chart, you'll see the words written out for you. Here's the 38 that we did together and the 121 that we did together. Down here on 3 and 4, they want you to write it in words. Okay, then I want you to write it in words. Go ahead and print. Okay, go ahead and print the words because we haven't totally learned all of the cursive letters yet. I know some of you have asked about the app that I suggested for downloading. Hopefully your parents did that. If not, it's okay. But that's a really good practice. Zoe's been using it and she totally loves it. Let me know if some of the other students are using it and how you feel about it. But down here, we have this number. We have a 7 in the hundreds place, a 1 in the tens place, and a 0 in the ones place. So how would we write this number? Well, if this is in the hundreds place, we need to find the 700s. So right here, it says 700. So I'm going to write 700. Now it's not one word, it's 2 words. So 700. And then what number do I have next? Oh, well, that's the number 10. So I can just write 10. So if I forgot how to spell 10, I can look right here and 10. T-E-N. Now you're probably wondering why 10 is over here. Well, I'm going to tell you. 10 is over here because it's 10, 20, 30. It's counting by tens. Here it's counting by ones. All right. It's also counting by ones here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. And then over here you have your hundreds, counting by hundreds. All right. That's why it's separated. And then number 4. Well, number 4 is pretty easy. We just look at our chart. We find this number, and that's what we write on the line. 900. That's it. Now, if we were going to write 62 in words, we would have to use the hyphen. So I'm going to write it over here so you can see it. 62 would look like this. S-I-X-T-Y. So there's my 60. T-Y word with a number behind it. Hyphen. And then I find the 2. T-W-O. 62. All right. But now we have 602. That's a different number. That's a 3-digit number. This is 2-digit. So I can look at my hundreds. So I write 600. So I have 600. All right. I don't have any tens, so I don't have to worry about any TY words here. And it says 2. So 602. That's all I write.